Ladies, looking good. Ay, caramba. First cigar since feeling better, and my lighter decides not to work. Matches. Alright. Alright. Let's get this party started, shall we? So, first off, Happy New Year, everybody. So far, it's not been a Happy New Year for me, considering I was sick most of last month, and the month before, and the month before that. I'm starting to feel better now. This is my first cigar in a long time. Just, just pisses me off that I had to miss a lot of work. A lot. When I came back the first time, yeah, something had to drag. So, I've been missing a lot from the party this last little while. Like, I've been wanting to talk about these two morons for a while. Just because, well, they were finally convicted on something that doesn't measure up to the public respondent. So, here we go. So, first off, Happy New Year to Josh Duggar and Amos Yee. Bye-bye! Yep, bye-bye. Fuck you two. You know, Josh, I always knew you were a fucking dickhead. I always knew you were a fucking dickhead because you never learned your lesson the first time. And when I say the first time, you didn't learn it the first time when your family decided to forgive you for what you did to your sisters. If that was me, I'd be kicking you to the fucking curb and making sure those police officers make sure you're in cuffs and in a cage. Because that's how I deeply hate pedophiles. And when I say pedophiles, yeah, he got busted for child porn, convicted of child porn. But who knows what he was doing behind the scenes, or who knows how he got those pictures. Nobody knows. Well, except him and the family, but speaking of which, your wife is a fucking douchebag too. When she's convicted, oh, Nelly. The Duggar family is bye-bye. As for Amos Yee, your contribution to the pedophile community will not be unfounded or remembered. Because you're a pedophile yourself and you got busted for child porn. You got convicted of child porn. Bye-bye. Said that in my first video, and I say that in this video. You know, you fuckers know that it's wrong, yet you still did it. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's kind of like, and I'll get to this in a second, but it's kind of like these weed advocates. Like, I'm kind of a weed advocate myself, but I'm not hardcore, oh, it should be legal just for the sake of being legal. Oh, it should be legal because it's not cancerous to people. By the way, yes, it is. But these fucking protests, they need to stop. Most of America has weed legal in their state. If you don't want to live in places like Texas or Tennessee, I think it's Tennessee anyway, I don't know. But if you don't want to live in those states, move out. Move out. And when I say don't want to live in those states, if you don't want to live in those states where you're going to be tried and convicted of weed possession, move out. It's safer that way. Yeah, it costs you money, but it costs millions and millions and millions of dollars for our politicians, even mine, who is a fucking idiot. I call him Captain Caveman because he looks like a caveman with his beard. For fuck's sake. I understand nothing's wrong with weed. I do. Nobody else does. But, like one judge said, because it's illegal in that state, he has an obligation to uphold the law. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm a weed advocate myself. I smoke weed. I medically use cannabis. But, Jesus Christ, these protests have to stop. But I'll get to that later in the video. But, what was I talking about? Josh Duggar and Amos Yee. Amos Yee, I hate it. I liked you in the beginning. You were pretty funny. But then when you started getting into the pedophile advocacy, I lost all respect for you, brother. I literally have. Because, yes, pedophiles are humans, but also pedophilia is a mental illness. Does anybody see the problem with that? Being gay is not a mental illness. Being lesbian is not a mental illness. Being queer or bisexual is not a mental illness. Trans, I'm not going to comment because I don't care. I don't care if you're a man in a woman's body or a woman in a male's body. Yeah, whatever. Ben Shapiro can say what he wants, but for fuck's sake, I have no comment. I have no comment because I will never, ever understand why people think that way. And the fact that they're starting to get violent over something as minuscule as somebody commenting on being a TERF. Why should I comment? I'm not scared. I shouldn't comment because I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. How many times do I have to say it? I do not fucking care. Anyways, having a molo right now because I'm having such a shit day. And I needed to unwind a little bit. I've been wanting to unwind about Amos Yee and Josh Duggar for a long time. By the way, the stuff that I said about the LGBTQ community, as I said, it's not a mental illness. But as for transgenderism, I don't care. I'm going to stay a man because I am a man. The reason why I'm talking about it now is because fucking Amos Yee and other idiots out there want to traumatize kids. And likely so. People want to traumatize gay and lesbian couples and bisexual couples. Well, who knows if they're couples or... Polygamy sucks. I'm sorry, polygamy sucks. Ass! You can be 2 guys and 1 girl. You can be 2 girls, 1 guy. I don't care. But marrying 5 different women, sister wives can go fuck themselves. And the reason why, I hate that guy. I hate him. And when I say I hate him, he bitches and whines throughout the entire show about why his beliefs are being ridiculed. They're being ridiculed because they're not legal. Get that through your fucking skull, buddy. I don't even want to say the guy's name. Finally, my lighter works. Got the heater going. That's what sound is making right in the background. Anyways, back to Amos Yee and back to Josh Duggar. No more LGBT crap. I'm sorry for bringing it up, but I had to say my piece about it. Because like I said, it's not a mental illness. Being gay or lesbian is not a mental illness. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the Muslims say. I don't care what the fucking people say. To me, it's not a mental illness. They are free to do what they want, when they want, with whom they want. Just as long as it's consensual. Which leads me to what I wanted to talk about with Amos Yee and Josh Duggar. What you did was not consensual. I don't care what anybody says. You know, if you want pictures of your wife or your boyfriend, here's an idea. Wait. Here's a better idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because there is such thing as revenge porn. There is such thing as revenge porn. And if you trust somebody enough with your own dingling or clamshell, let alone your whoop, I'm going to say this out loud because I regret it to this day now. A co-worker of mine showed me a picture of his naked girlfriend, which is fine. I don't care. But she didn't allow him to show me those pictures. And I feel very, very disgusted by it. Because it was out of somebody else's hands that I saw this person naked. And I feel bad because I never, ever said anything up until now about it. I don't want to see that. I want to see my woman naked, not somebody else's woman naked. Like, what's wrong with that? Seriously, what is wrong with that? Like, child porn, ew. Ew, 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 ew. Revenge porn, ew. Ew, 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 ew. My fucking God. Ew. You know, you just proved to, by showing me those pictures, you proved to me that you're a fucking disgusting person. By you acquiring those pictures, you proved to me you're a disgusting person. Like, body positivity, I'm fat. I don't know if anybody can tell. I never had this when I was younger. But on the same side of the coin, I don't want somebody to see my naked ass. Unless I'm in a locker room or if I'm in the bedroom. I have no privacy. Because of my PTSD, I don't have any privacy. So why take privacy away from somebody else? You are a disgusting pig. You know, it's fine and dandy if you want to, if you're in a relationship and you want to swap those kind of pictures. Like a relationship, a consensual relationship. And for you pedophiles, an adult and a child together is not a consensual relationship. Nut. No. Bad. You do that outside. Or in a jail cell. You know, because let's put it this way. A lot of, you know, they may be hypocrites. I say that out loud because I know a lot of people who are quote unquote against child porn, but they've gotten busted for child porn. And they'll beat up a motherfucker in jail. Those people in jail, they don't give a fuck. Prisoners don't give a fuck. They're in there for, if they're in there for life, they're gonna fucking beat your ass until you're fucking blue. Regardless. Getting off this topic now because I am, ew. Anyways, said I would get back to this in a second. Weed advocates. I'm a weed advocate myself. I just said that in the beginning of this video. What I do not condone is law breaking. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I actually waited until I could legally acquire weed before I tried it. Only once in my childhood I did oil, and that was a sport I'll never experience again, because oil in a cap. But regardless, I have seen time and time again a lot of these weed advocates, they break the law just so they can make a point. Here's the point. If it's illegal in your state or if it's illegal in your country and you want to smoke weed, if you want to do weed, find a legal way or move out. Because if you don't move out, you're going to have a criminal record, my friend. I don't want a criminal record. I don't have a criminal record. Not right now, anyway. Who knows what the future may lie, but I'm not stupid. When I say I'm not stupid, if somebody comes up to me, even right now, like these anti-maskers, they come up to me and try ripping my mask off. Fuck you. Don't touch me, motherfucker. You know, if I get charged with assault, I get charged with assault. I will admit what I've done. I will admit if I'm wrong, but that's the end of it. If I get charged, I get charged. But what I do not like, especially right now, is a lot of these weed advocates, they're fucking going around fucking yipping at the government about people being exonerated for now weed being legal here in Canada. That these people who have convictions on crimes that have for possession of marijuana, whether small or big or dealing, I don't care. You knew it was illegal. Why did you do it? Why did you do it? Or as that guy in Kit Boga's video said, why did you want to do it? I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm a weed advocate myself, but I don't care. If my belief is, if you broke the law and get arrested, take the fine and go to jail. Take the fine or go to jail. That's as simple as a goddamn rule as I'm going to make it. As for people in the past, such as like 1990, 2000, the 2000s, well, they call them the naughties, but the 2010s, which I think it was 2017, maybe 2018, when weed finally became legal here in Canada. You know, and especially here's another thing I don't like about the weed advocates. They want weed shops in shopping malls. Why? Why? I know there are bars in shopping malls. West Edmonton Mall has 6 of them, I do believe, including Hooters. I've been to Hooters, by the way. Not very good chicken wings, but some of the ladies were good to look at. And I was good to look at the time, too, but that's here nor there. Fuck, I can't even remember the last time I was in Edmonton. Regardless, I don't want them in shopping malls, and here's why. There are kids there. And there are advocates who will say, oh, they're not going to hurt children. Yet the fucking legal age is fucking 19 here. 19 for pot, 19 for alcohol. Now here's my grind about it. If a child, I've seen it a couple times already. I'm not going to say where, but there have been times where I've seen kids in a pot store or dispensary, whatever you want to call it. Kids. I don't want to shop when they're around. I'm sorry. I don't want to shop when they're around. Number one is because it breaks my concentration on what I want. And two, if they're allowed to be in there, why? And I can't believe I'm going to say this. Why are we supposed to fucking show our vaccine passports? And I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I am not. I am an anti-mandate person. I don't like the way this fucking pandemic is being handled, even right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the people that have lost their lives to this stupid virus. Whether it's Delta or Unicron. I mean Omicron. I've been calling it Unicron because Omicron sounds like something from Transformers. My fucking God. And I know YouTube is going to fucking suppress this video because I'm swearing a lot. But do I give a fuck? No! I do this as a hobby. I don't do this to make money. I'm not even on the AdSense program right now. Probably will never be on the AdSense Probably won't be on the AdSense program anytime soon, but Bob's your uncle. But yeah, going back to my point, weed advocates, just stop. Just stop. I'm a weed advocate myself, but just fucking stop. I don't want kids in my dispensary. I don't want dispensaries in a shopping mall. For God's sake, just stop. Just stop. You know, this is not why I'm not having a good New Year's. Like, the reason why is I've been sick. I've been out of it. I've been kicked around by work and by the government because I applied for sickness EI and it looks like I was denied. I had pneumonia. I had surgery. I had bronchitis. Like, I'm starting to get over it now. My throat's not as sore anymore. And to those who say, get those cocks out of your throat, or you must have gotten those cocks out of your throat, I beat you to the punch, bitch. Regardless. I am not having a good New Year so far. But I guess somebody else said it best. If you're not having a good beginning of the year, you might have a good year later on. There are obviously going to be trials and tribulations. Everybody's worth it. Everybody's worth living. Minus mice, but those pests can go fuck themselves. I don't even know why they exist, but that's here nor there. I know people like Sean Woods there, he's cooked and eaten rat before. Hell, they were eating rat in fucking Battlefield Earth. To that I say, different strokes for different folks. That's my lead up to this end of the video. Yeah, different strokes for different folks. If you want to eat any type of animal, eat them. But if it's somebody else's pet, leave them alone. Like even geese right now, like, ew. Regardless. Anyways, I'm done ranting. I'm done rambling. It's been 30 minutes, so. Till the next one. Happy New Year. Cheers.